Yo, what's going on YouTube? Charific here, coming at you with, finally, another episode of Pokemon FireRed Omega, and I am joined with my friend from across the pond, Mr. Conners Retro Omnibus. Wait, hello?
Hello?
Oh, yes. Did you...
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot. I have to use push. I'll use push to talk. I forgot.
Oh. Okay, so he's here. So we're good to go. Took a long time getting to this point to where we could record, about a month, but it's fine because we wanted to record for the finale. Well, I guess this may be the finale. I'm gonna try to get through Victory Road and maybe start up the league. We'll just have to wait and see. But I believe our rival, yes, our rival's here, trying to stop us as always. But I mean, I don't know, that we've had no problem taking them out before, so this shouldn't be anything different. And I forgot, I think you did some grinding too, right, Connor?
I did a little bit, yeah. I think we got everyone up to like the mid 60s.
Yeah.
It's been a few weeks. I can't quite remember where we were.
Yeah.
But we've got 10 levels on this guy, so
yeah,
I'd imagine we'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. And if I remember, oh no, toxic. If I remember correctly, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? If I remember correctly, normal. Oh, come on.
Oh man, poison.
Yeah. Okay. Well, looks like everyone's getting some experience. There we go. Okay. If I remember correctly, Shadow Ball. Jeez, this Crobat has a move for everything. If I remember correctly, at least in the base Fire Red game, the champion is like level 65. But they probably did increase these levels because our rival, his levels were definitely increased. He was not in the 60s. So I think, worst case scenario, what's going to happen is... we'll
die miserably? It will have all been for nothing?
Preferably not. I would rather, after this episode, I just get everyone up. What? How did it live? We just get everyone up to like maybe 70, and I think that'll be good. Or I guess I can judge it based off of Victory Road.
Yeah, I'd imagine we maybe get a level or two from Victory Road for a couple of guys.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be too difficult to just do a bit of grinding in there.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't. Oh, come on! Like, what did I do to this? Like, the episode just started.
This is a sign of things to come, I think.
I hope not. Please don't poison me again. Of course.
Oh, man.
Why? Whatever. And of course I get a crit.
See, whenever I use Sludge Bomb, it very rarely poisons anything.
Yeah, of course, but because it's me, and games just hate me, and I don't know why. I don't know what I did to deserve this.
You're in the wrong business. Clearly.
Yeah, clearly. Thunder Punch. Whoa! Oh, come on! What?
Oh, man.
Again, why? I don't understand why this is happening. Okay, here we go. There we go. Honestly, Iron Spider is probably the best Pokemon that we have on the team.
He's probably up there with maybe Izzy, Dragonite.
Yeah. But I mean, just like, because it resists so much, which is wonderful. I was surprised I didn't get burned from that. Okay, so Jinx. Jinx is the last one, and definitely gonna go back out into Iron Spider because I'm not dealing with this right now. There we go. Perfect.
That's a point, because Iron Spider doesn't have a gender. Does Lovely Kiss affect it? Or did she just miss then?
No, it still affects it. Lovely Kiss, all it does is put the Pokemon to sleep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm thinking of the one where you're in love with them.
Oh yeah, Attract.
That's the one.
Yeah, Attract would just automatically fail. So, fun fact about Attract, normally, genderless Pokemon aren't able to learn it. Well, of course being Mew, because Mew can learn like every single TM and all that. But for some reason, I don't know, but like in Gen 5, Cryogonal, it's based off of like a snowflake, and it's a genderless snowflake pretty much, but it can learn Attract for some reason. And it just always fails whenever it uses it. So I don't know if that was just an oversight from Game Freak or if they did it on purpose, but for some reason, a genderless Pokemon can learn to Attract.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sounds like an oversight. Although saying that, Game Freak are generally pretty on the ball when it comes to balancing issues.
Yeah.
Well, until recently, I mean, they sort of mismanaged the whole... There's only 4 Pokemon in the new game, or however many it is.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so in the have you seen any of the promo material for Sword and Shield?
Yeah. I've seen the... Oh, do you mean how like they're not including Pokemon in the national decks and all that, or like how there's... Yeah.
So you want to get the regional decks, apparently, and you're not going to have access to all 1,000 Pokemon or however many there are now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Oh wait, is this a new route?
It is a new route. Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess we're getting a Clamperl. I highly doubt that I'm going to take the time to train it, though, but, you know, why not? But yeah...
You never know. When we inevitably crash and burn at the Elite Four, our new team is going to be built around Clamperl.
You know what? I like that idea. Let's just name you...
Steve the Clamperl.
I love it. I love that name. But yeah, and I know that Game Freak is getting a lot of hate for it too, and by extension, the Pokemon Company too, because people just tweet at them to include the national dex back. But yeah, people.
In some ways, I feel like it's not necessarily a bad thing, because I don't know about you, but I haven't played any of the more recent games. I haven't played Ultra Sun and Moon and things. The idea of like 900 Pokemon to catch seems insane to me.
Yeah.
So cutting it down is not ideal, but it's a good way of maybe balancing things.
Oh wait, this is also a new route. Yeah, I see what you're saying, and I feel like, how do I put it? Because I always had this question. I'm trying to paralyze this thing. I've always had this question, like, what's gonna happen when Pokemon gets to like the 1,000, the big 1,000 Pokemon, and I feel like this is a good alternative to it, because it just, it'll cut down on the size of the game, which means that they'll be able to add more stuff to the game, because like half of the data isn't held up by just 1,000 Pokemon. So I see why they're doing it. I know that, if I remember correctly, I think they said that... Ooh, what should I name this?
Rhydon. Male.
Yes. How about...
I got nothing.
Let's name you Bulldozer. Randy? You know what? That's a good name. Randy works.
Randy Rhydon.
But what was I gonna say? Oh no, I forgot. I hate it when I lose my train of thought.
Incredibly insightful, I would have thought.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. So yes, because since Pokemon is coming up to 1,000, and I think they said that it's for balancing issues and whatnot, but I don't really think that it's for balancing, because I think they also mentioned like time restraints and whatnot. So I feel like they're just on a time crunch, and they just don't have time to I don't know. Is it a matter of including the models, because they already have the models from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? So at that point, it would just be like turning them into their Dynamax form, I guess.
Yeah, I recall an interview at some point a couple of years ago where they mentioned that, I think it was Gen 6, they designed all of the wireframes and the models so that they could be scaled up and reused for the next few years. So they should have all the models. I think more than anything, it's either a case of time, so someone has said, get it out for Christmas.
Yes.
Or they thought, it's not possible to have 1,000 Pokemon spread across this area and have the game be balanced.
Yeah.
Because what you'd end up with having 200 Pokemon that you can find normally, and then you do the Elite Four and you somehow have to cram 800 Pokemon in to an area. It just wouldn't work, I don't think.
Yeah, well, I think because normally what they do is, like, even with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, even though it also did have the... like it had all the Pokemon in it, but you couldn't catch all of them in the game. Like you just have to import them over. So like the Pokemon wouldn't be like, oh no, you have Thunderbolt. Okay, there we go. So the Pokemon wouldn't necessarily be in the game, like in the wild, but and that's why people are upset, because I don't know, I guess they want to use them for like Wi-Fi battles, and they want to import their because some people like completed the entire Pokedex, so they want to transport that over. But they've already come up with the way for you to transport your Pokemon over. It's called Pokemon Home, so it's sort of like it's like Pokebank. It just holds all your Pokemon for you essentially. But the only problem is you won't be able to put them on Sword and Shield, and that's why people are upset. So I don't know. I feel like they're making a mountain out of a molehill. Like, you can still have all your Pokemon on your Switch. You just can't put them on the games themselves. And as for, and I don't know, with the balancing thing, I feel like it's Pokemon themselves that ruined the balance of the games. Like, they made Mega Rayquaza and Ultra Necrozma, which basically just one-hit KO every single thing. So... Ooh. I don't think I'm going to teach Overheat.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth getting rid of Flamethrower for that.
Yeah.
The PP's too low.
Yeah. But yeah, so, I don't know.
I'm sure when it comes out, everyone's still going to buy both versions.
Yeah, that's
like
the
they
thing.
Always do.
Yeah, 90% of the people who are complaining are still going to buy both copies. And for those 10% that say that they're not going to buy the game because of... that say that they're not going to buy the game, they probably weren't going to buy the game anyway. So, I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll all work itself out. I mean, whatever the reason they made the decision, I'm sure they know what's right. I mean, they've been making Pokemon games for years now. They kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah, which is why it's been so successful for the past 20 years. But I don't know. I'm excited for the game, and I do like how I feel like they took a. Have you like played Breath of the Wild, the new Zelda game?
I haven't. I've got a Switch. Since day one, I've been saying I need to get Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I still haven't gotten around to it.
Oh yeah, well I definitely recommend it. It's like completely open world and whatnot, and that's what they're doing with this. Well, I think they're going for a more open world aspect, and like with the Pokemon, you can actually see them. Like you can see some of them in the wild and all that fun stuff. So I kind of like that. I've always been waiting for, really. Excuse me.
Straight away.
Yeah. I've always waited for Nintendo, or I guess Game Freak, I should say, to finally like make a Pokemon game where you can see the Pokemon on the overworld. And I know that it's not all the Pokemon. I feel like only some of them you can see, but it's a start. So I'm really excited. And with the Switch and how it's like the processing power is so much better than the DS, I feel like it's a good representation for what's to come. Let's bring Izzy out. So,
I feel like they're probably going to do a good job. And like you say, like the idea of having the stuff going on in the overworld, that's a big thing that I'm an old time Pokemon player since like the 90s.
Yeah,
and that's the kind of thing that we always thought, that'll happen at some point.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. So, what are you gonna do? I'm still excited. I don't know. Because I do know that Let's Go Like, I enjoyed Let's Go too. I think that got some hate, but it wasn't a bad game.
Yeah, that's another one I've been saying, oh, I'll get that, and I haven't gotten around to get it. But I did play the demo, and I did like it. And I do like the idea of, because it was essentially just a remake of Gen 1, but with, you know, the different overworld mechanic and like the catching mechanic. And I did like that. It's the first time I've been interested in a new Pokemon game for a few years.
Yeah.
Not enough to buy it, rush out and buy it, but, you know, I considered it, let's put it that way. And I am considering getting Sword and Shield. So, I don't know, they're doing something which speaks to the old-time players who maybe haven't played for a few years.
Yeah.
I haven't really played anything from Gen 5 onwards. I only know 2 Gen 5 Pokemon, I think. And they're both Dwebble.
Well, I do know that, I don't know, I feel like that was the, like, one reason behind Let's Go, was that they wanted to, I guess, you know, bring in the older people and bring in the people who played, you know, Pokemon Go on their phones, the mobile game, and I feel like it worked. I mean, probably not to the extent that they thought, because I don't know if, like, everyone who was on the mobile game just flocked out to buy a Switch and buy Let's Go, but it definitely did draw some people in, and I mean, I think they did a great job with it. The game looked amazing. It looked spectacular, and the way that they just remade Kanto for a second time. Well, I guess technically a third time, because, you know, you had red, blue, and yellow, and then FireRed and Leaf Green, and then I don't know, like, they still made it interesting, and just added features that, I don't know, made the game worthwhile, like made worth playing it for a third time. So, whoops.
Yeah, when they can give you essentially the same game again, and you go out and buy it again, and you still find it interesting and you still enjoy the game, then you know you're doing something right.
Oh, yeah. So, let's battle this guy. And it's so funny, I've played like FireRed and Leaf Green so many times that it's just beaten into my head how to get through the Victory Road. I know back when I was a kid, like this, I would spend like hours in here, I think, the first time I played it, just because I had no idea what to do.
You see, I'm different. It doesn't matter how many times I've played this, I always get stuck in Victory Road. I always get confused in the mansion in Cinnabar. You know, there's just a few places where I'll just walk around and I'm like, I have no idea where I'm going. The power plants, that I always find that a little bit confusing. Same with Gold, Silver and Crystal. You know, when you go in the underground and you have those switches, and the switches open and close the doors.
Yeah.
When you have to fight Team Rocket, I always get confused. I can never remember the combination to just get straight through. I always spend like 20 minutes opening and closing stuff.
Yeah, you know, the funny part is that I'm pretty sure that the combination to get through is just 3, 2, 1. Like, I think that's the door number that you have to hit. Which...
Probably sounds right.
Yeah, just insult to injury, because I remember the same thing, like playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver, just spending like hours trying to figure out how to get through it, and then I found it out by accident, and then on subsequent playthroughs I would still get confused, and I would just look it up, and then just found out that the door order is just 3, 2, 1. I was kind of upset, but
I'll have to remember that the next time I do a Gold, Silver or Crystal playthrough.
Yeah.
I'm currently doing... I remember that because I recently went... I'm doing a challenge run, if you like. I'm compiling all the footage for it, using the weakest Pokemon of, I think, up to Gen 5, Sunkern. And
boy.
I got stuck at that point, and I couldn't figure it out, and eventually I gave in and I had to find out the answer online.
Wait, so you're just playing through the game with the Sunkern? Is that pretty much what you're doing? Oh boy, well,
a solo Sunkern run.
Oh boy,
it's painful.
I believe it. Actually, painful isn't even the right word to use. Like, just torture is a better word. Oh,
yeah,
crap.
I've been compiling footage for around a month now or more because it's so painful every time I play, and I have to keep redoing battles because I have to come up with a different strategy for each one because Sunkern is so terrible.
Yeah.
And even though he's like, I'm at a point where he's about 30 levels above everything, it's still such a grind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
not good.
I'm really excited to see that because as far as I know, Sunkern literally has like the worst. It's literally the weakest Pokemon. So the fact that you're trying to like beat the game with it is good for you.
Well, yeah, I need something to occupy my time, clearly.
Yeah.
But, yeah, cause I think until Gen 5 or 6, it was the weakest Pokemon by base stat total. There was another Pokemon that came out that had like slightly worse stats. But until then, yeah, it is the worst. And Magikarp, which a lot of people would consider the weakest, has a base stat total of 325.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Whereas Sunkern has 190.
Oh, man.
That's almost half of Magikarp's.
And I think, I don't know, if I remember correctly, I think the Pokemon that you're talking about might be Cosmog. Because, actually, no, it's probably not. Actually, I don't remember what the weakest Pokemon is now that I think about it. But I just remember, I don't know why, but Cosmog just, like, sticks out in my head. It's a Gen 6 Pokemon, and it evolves into, like, the cover legendary. But I don't think that it's I don't know, it might be. I'd have to look it up. But, yeah, because right now, I'm playing through every single generation with a Wobbuffet, and that is, honestly, probably the worst thing that I've ever could have done.
Yeah, there is no love lost for Wobbuffet, I think.
Yeah, and because at first I did it in Pokemon Crystal, and you know that went relatively well, but I mean I didn't have that much of a struggle. But now I'm playing through in Pokemon Emerald, and just every single Pokemon is just like destroying me. Oh no. Okay. This Ludicolo is giving me some trouble right now.
Don't let him give you trouble.
I mean,
Don't do that. Try harder. What are you doing?
I mean, I'm trying. I'm also trying to hurry up and get through this victory road with enough time, too. Oh, come on. Why? Why? What did I do to... Okay, because this Leech Seed is really just annoying me. So, because like every time it uses Leech Seed, it gets too much HP back.
Oh, then he pulls out Giga Drain.
Yeah. So like that's this thing's whole strategy is just Leech Seed, Giga Drain, and then it dives so that way you can't hit it. Should I go for Outrage again? I'm gonna go for Outrage. At least that's better than nothing. Okay, cool. The rain stopped. So I should be able to take it out this time. There we go. Finally.
There we go.
Starmie. Yes, I'm going to switch out. I don't know who to switch out into because my Pokemon are just completely decimated right now.
Starmie.
Yeah. You know, I'll just stay in.
Yeah, I was going to say, otherwise Tesla.
Oh, wait.
But he's
oh,
paralyzed.
no! Ice Beam!
No!
No!
Oh, man.
No, my heart.
Oh, man. Looks like we're going to need that Clam Pearl after all.
Yeah, we are. Oh, man. Because I thought about it as soon as I, decided to stay in. I was like, wait, it can learn Ice Beam. And, oh, man. No, please don't. Okay. Jeez. Oh, my heart. Tesla was... I'm not Tesla. Izzy was so good.
Just take a moment of silence.
Yeah. Press F in the chat, everyone. And
well, what can you do?
Yeah.
Time to move on. Pasture's new.
Yeah.
You know what? I never liked that Dragonite anyway.
Yeah, you know what? Dragonite wasn't even that good, if you think about it.
Screw Dragonite. You left crumbs everywhere. And you made a right mess.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know. It owed me some money.
You'd be like, hey, Izzy, can you give me that money back? And he'd just fly off.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you'd have no money.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a douchebag.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know what? Let's just put you in the back of the party. Okay, so let me heal up these Pokemon.
I'm trying to think what we've got in the box that we can replace Dragonite with.
Honestly, probably nothing that good. Nothing as good as Dragonite. Oh wait, I have all these lemonades. What am I doing? Okay, so we cannot lose Iron Spider. That's the goal.
Yeah, he's the linchpin of our entire operation. If he's gone... Oh, Max Revive.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, adding insult to injury, we get a Max Revive. Alright, you know what? I'll battle these trainers later. Let me just get out of Victory Road. I'm too sad.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Because
let's do that.
they're kind of like throwing me through the ringer right now, so... And then, more than likely, what am I doing? Where are my repels? More than likely...
I think we've used them all. Oh, no.
Yeah, we've got plenty. I stocked up. More than likely, what's going to happen is I'll just battle these people off-screen when I'm grinding up a new Pokemon. Okay. Ah, dang it.
Are we missing one?
Yep, we're missing one more. And I know where to find it. Wait, did it reset that? Oh, come on. Oh, right. I'm stupid.
I will reserve comment.
Hold on, we're getting there.
I did check, and the weakest Pokemon is Wishy-Washy.
Wishy-Washy, there we go.
Gen 7, apparently, with a base stat total of 175.
Yep.
And Sunkern's is 180.
Yep. I mean, but at least, Wishy-Washy has, like, at least one redeeming quality, and the fact that, I mean, once it gets up to level 20, like, its ability kicks in, and then at that point, I think its stats jump up to, like, 580 or something like that. Here we go. Perfect. Yeah, so I'll just battle these people off screen. And then...
Sounds good to me.
And then at that point, because we are out of the league... There we go. I don't feel like battling you. Perfect. And I think he just wants to teach Double Edge, right? Yeah, Double Edge, I don't want that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I guess... Yep, but unfortunately we can't catch anything. Oh wait, no, it's the same route anyway. But, so we made it through Victory Road with just one casualty. And again, I've lost another Pokemon. I've lost another good Pokemon. Like, all these good Pokemon, all my fault.
I think a couple of them were me.
Yeah, I think you lost Jumper and... Jinkies? But yeah, the rest of these were my fault completely. All right, well, I guess before I let you go and before we end off this episode, how about we pick out a decent replacement? So what do we need? I'm not really sure. Everything seems...
We don't have anything else that's a dragon type, do we?
As far as I know, no.
See, we could go with something like Typhlosion or maybe Fossil. Because that gives us grass type coverage.
That's true.
Alternatively, I was thinking, if we got an Abra, we could do...
Abra?
Get up to an Alakazam.
You know what? We do have an Abra.
Additional psychic coverage.
That's true. Well, let's see, because I know that Metagross is also a psychic type. I'm trying to think, do we have a good ice type? Something that can Because right now we need something for dragon types, so I feel like an ice type would be good. So, I mean,
it's going to come down to Clamperl, isn't it? Is Clamperl ice? Or can he learn ice moves?
It can, but it's... I don't think I have the item to evolve it. I mean, we do have Snorunt. That's an ice type. And it does already know Ice Beam, so we could throw Snorunt on the team.
That might work.
Yeah.
We could go like completely left field and like chuck a Porygon in there.
I mean, you're not wrong. Alright, how about... Whoops. How about... Actually, let's see what these... Does it know any good moves? No. Decisions. Okay, how about... Okay, I'm taking way too long to do this. You know, I'll figure it out. And we're going to end off this episode. And if you guys enjoyed, then comment, like, and subscribe, and check out Connor's channel as always. And I'm going to thank Connor once again for joining me for this screen share. And next time, we're either going to beat the league or fail miserably, and as Connor put it, crash and burn. So if that sounds interesting, then make sure you stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.